team for life.
It's funny because obviously Bill O'Reilly is going to back Rob O'Neill because he is heavily invested in Rob O'Neill. Like
in the story.
Dude, you can't go, oh shit. Like all of my books that were sold are possibly a lie. Nobody in the right mind is going to do that. Best case scenario, you just go, Rob, never call me again. I hope it works out for you.
Video quality is great. No sound, Lewis. Yeah, no sound.
I'll fix it.
Okay.
No sound in the video?
That's correct.
Oh, man.
Hey, I mean, we'll keep going. I mean, I'll paraphrase it.
No, well, we'll replay it. It was only a minute. What happened?
Credited with killing Osama bin Laden in the raid on bin Laden's compound, May 2nd, 2011, Pakistan. Okay, we opened killing killers.
Right, can you go? All right, go back.
Sound was good. Okay.
You want me to go back to the beginning?
Back at the beginning.
Okay.
Go back to the beginning, Lewis. Do you want me to go back to the
2
beginning?
2 million podcasts in America. And we don't do a podcast, so if you are counting us, then you have to go down 1. All right? Many of them are irresponsible. They're just people spouting, saying whatever they want to say. They don't think there's any accountability. Well, there is now, because a lawsuit has been filed in New York State by a man named Robert O'Neill. Now, if you read my book, Killing the Killers, you know who Robert O'Neill is. He's a former Navy SEAL who is credited with killing Osama bin Laden in the raid on bin Laden's compound, May 2nd, 2011, Pakistan. Okay, we opened Killing Killers. It is harrowing what happened in that raid. Robert O'Neill pulled the trigger and ended bin Laden's life. Nice. We checked it every way we could possibly check it. It's in the book. We believe it happened.
Stop right there.
It's in the book.
Well, it's in the book.
It's in the book.
We've heard this before. We've checked it, right? We had the Tim Kennedy thing, right? Where we did Tim Kennedy. Nick Palmisano was like, dude, we checked with everyone, right? We had those people on the show and they said no one checked with any of us, right? So that was a lie. So could it happen? Yes. So, and then Bill O'Reilly proceeds to go, it's in the book.
Yeah.
So I believe it.
So, I mean, here's the thing. Andy came out, Andy Stump had a was it Friday, Saturday? Oh yeah, it was Friday. It was his Cleared Hot broadcast. And that was the first thing he opened with is, hey, the story you told is not what I've heard from other people that were at the command. Mm-hmm. I don't think this is going to go well for you. You should probably stop. Now, if you don't know who Andy Stumpf is, he was out there at DamNet with that organization, Dev Group. I don't think.
Well, it gets even better.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I just like
watch this.
There's a podcast, 2 guys that say O'Neill's a fraud. He didn't kill bin Laden. Now, we've got to look at O'Neill's resume. 2 Silver Stars, 4 bronze medals, Joint Service Commendation Medal,
O.J. Simpson
3 Presidential Unit Citations, 2 Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medals. I mean, the guy was in the Navy 16 years. He's one of the most decorated officers, Chief Petty Officer. And now these 2 are saying, no, he's a fraud. So joining us now from New York City is...
Real quick, I want you guys to watch him correct Bill and actually go into how much more awesome he actually is. Rob actually talks so much, we'll see Bill has to shut him up. Bill has to shut him up. Go ahead.
Senior Chief Petty Officer Robert O'Neill retired. Now, did I sum that up accurately? Did I miss anything or misstate anything?
No, thank you for that, Mr. O'Reilly. It's good to be back with you. The only little thing is all 4 Bronze Stars have valor. One of the Navy Marine Corps commendations has valor. The Joint Service Commendation has valor. And Silver Stars do not come with valor. It's just assumed gallantry against the enemy. No, that was good. And it's the case, too. It's just like you said with millions of podcasts, people can say whatever they want, and then there's really no accountability. And these guys have been coming after me for a solid 2 years now, and I've listened to it a bunch of times. I don't like hearing it. And I've heard stuff because this is a very high-profile mission. I was actually involved with the most high-profile missions to include rescuing the lone survivor, Marcus Luttrell. I was the lead jumper to rescue Richard Phillips from Somali pirates, and I was the guy that ended up shooting Osama bin Laden. And I've heard stuff, and I do from other veterans towards other veterans. I'm tired of the vet on vet hate. But when my college-age daughter started calling me, having trouble sleeping at night and going to bed crying because their father's a fraud, everything he did was a lie, it starts to get to me. And these are the same girls that one of my daughters was 3 when I left to go after Osama bin Laden. I wasn't allowed to tell her or my family where I was going. I was pretty sure I wasn't coming back. I was saying goodbye to her for the last time. And she ran upstairs, got a Hello Kitty carry-on, put a Mr. Elephant and a pillow in it, and said, "Take me on vacation when you get back." That's enough to live with, right?
Pause it. That was a more detailed account than anything else he talked about ever. Remembered all that. Go ahead.
Jesus.
There we did come back and we lived. And then, 14 or however many years later, to hear it's all fake, it's all made up, and I'm a fraud. There is a time to stand up to bullies in everyone's life, and this is just my time again to go find the bully and win.
All right, what are you suing for?
Compared you to Osama bin Laden. He did. He just compared you to guys to Osama bin Laden.
I think you can definitely make that argument.
No, he just said it. I mean, allegedly,
Again,
he just said
that again.
He said
I'm
I'm going to go after the biggest bully. So Brent Tucker, Tyler Hoover, and Osama bin Laden are right there, all on the same playing field. Jimmy.
And
Oh,
somehow
Jimmy.
I'm not. I like
Yeah.
all of these motherfuckers. See, you put me in the lawsuit, Rob, but you can't even mention my name. Come on, bro.
Watch how he does me dirty. Watch how Bill.
Good.
Well, I'm suing them for defamation because they've
so
been
defamation, they're defaming your character, calling you a liar, and you're suing them. Why do you think these guys are doing it? There are 2 of them, right? Brent Tucker and Tyler Hoover. Those are the 2 guys.
Look at that double chin.
Oh.
That is like something off Family Guy. That was my post SWAT stopped running so much bod, but
I've been there.
no facial hair, no nothing. But it is surreal hearing your name come out of Bill O'Reilly's mouth. I will say that,
Dude.
even though he's dunking on me, like it is crazy. Like that's a new thing for me.
I mean, like I looked at you the other night when we had a phone call with a couple of individuals that I don't know if we want to. Well, I guess you did talk about it on the Mic Drop podcast.
Let them find it there.
Okay. And I looked at you and said, "What fucking world do we live in?"
Yeah.
It's wild. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Guys you're suing?
those are the 2 main guys. Brent Tucker in particular, he's a former operator at a Tier 1 unit for the Army, which is a stellar unit. I mean, it's almost surprising too that the unit is letting him be the face of the unit, but that's what they're doing. And I'm going after them because they're in talks with people behind the scenes that are just telling them different stuff. They're basing it on an after actions report that we gave after the bin Laden raid. And there was a guy who was actually just on Sean Ryan's show last week. He was on the raid too. He based his book, No Easy Day, on the after action report that isn't quite true. But he went on Sean Ryan's show and admitted that he shot bin Laden after he's.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Again,
You're throwing your own dude under the bus.
They authored a report that's not the biggest raid in history of mankind, and they authored something that's not true. So this brings me back to he's saying that you guys are lying about him, and again, you just repeated. You have no idea what happened there. You repeated things that people told you
About that was on an AAR.
that was there. That was on an AAR, and then
They were there.
in 21 in the last reel, he talks about lying on that, and now he says that the after action review of the biggest mission in history of the military, per se, is a lie.
So I to your point, I've talked to some other guys that are Tier 1 guys and Tier 2 guys that have been in the comments, so Green Berets and guys from Ranger Bat. You might make the truth a little bit more palatable in your operation summary up to higher. But you don't lie in your AAR because the AAR is for you and your unit.
Yeah.
Well,
and first of all, how is he basing Matt Bissonet's not basing his book on an AAR? He's basing it on the fact that he went on the fucking mission. Sorry.
Well, he says Bissonnet wasn't even in the building, so that's a huge discrepancy on both of them. So anyway,
sorry,
this is wild that this is on Fox News.
It's not on Fox News.
So the 2 things that were left out.
Oh, he's got his own thing.
He fucking sucks.
I thought he was still on Fox News.
No, he's awful.
So what does he have? This is not a podcast. What
He's
is
got
it?
a book that's fucking false.
But he said he's not a podcast. What is he?
He's like a BillO'Reilly.com thing.
So it's a
YouTube.
podcast without the name of a podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I purposely left out of the after action. One, Amal bin Laden was shot before I got there. She got shot somehow. And then other guys shot bin Laden after I had killed him. I left them out of that on purpose because a lot of stuff doesn't need to go in there.
All right, but that'll all be adjudicated in the court.
It's just good, dude. Shut up, Rob. We got to get back on track. Like I love that part. All right, go.
For the law. What I'm trying to get at here is, why do these guys want to do this to you? There's enough evidence that says what you
No, there's not.
did happened. You got guys in your unit. You got the commander, because we checked all that out before we put it in Killing the Killers. Okay. So why would these guys want to go up against that? Is there a reason?
Well, I mean, there's got to be a reason. It's got to be peppered with jealousy, and some of it could be
So
post-traumatic
you
stress,
don't
which-
know these guys? You never talked to them? Never met
No,
them?
I've never met him. I was at my mom's house in Butte, Montana, and it came across one of my feeds where this guy, Brent Tucker, was saying, I know for a fact that Rob O'Neill did not kill bin Laden. And I even responded to him, which was a mistake because it gave him credit, or it gave him some eyes on. And I just said, I think my first response was, dude, I don't even know you.
He responded.
Right. Now
And just to go without question, I know exactly what happened.
American homeowners, the FBI.
We're. I don't know if you can skip without. This is a commercial. If you can skip it without going fucking haywire, do it. If not, just play it. Look at that. Oh, go back. All right, there it is.
So,
Perfect.
the courtroom and the law.
Oh, you were saying something?
Go ahead, Lewis.
Oh, okay. All right.
Lawyer fees and all that. You got
No,
a guy
go back,
working
go back,
pro
go back.
bono on, get this into the courtroom.
Go back.
This is New York State. It's going to take you years to get this into the courtroom and the lawyer fees and all that. You got a guy working pro bono on your behalf. You paying him, the lawyer.
Yeah, I've hired a firm to help me out. David Schwartz is helping me out, and we've gone through a lot of research. I've gotten I even got you probably talked to Admiral Bill McCraven, who was overall in charge.
We talked
to Barack Obama. I've got a letter that he wrote from him, and I had to tell him as well, I don't want to do this. I would appreciate a letter. And he obviously said, well, of course I'll help you. And I said, what do I owe you? And he said, you already did it. And that's something about the nobility.
No, you're going to win. It's just going to take forever, and then this is New York State. Okay, they designed the whole civil legal system to enrich the attorneys, to keep it going for years and years and years. That's what they do. So say at the end you win. These guys don't have money to pay you off big time.
Watch his reaction.
The two podcasters, they don't have anything.
Well, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna. I have the truth on my side, so I'm not worried. I don't think anybody wins. It's not like I want.
What that was he was trying. He couldn't say what he wanted to say, and he was just caught up. Because also Bill fucking set him up for fucking failure right there. Are you trying to fucking bankrupt and take from veterans too? Is that what you're doing? And. Like you want to say something?
No.
Oh,
This is bizarre. The whole thing's bizarre to me. It's just bizarre.
what were you saying, Jimmy, earlier?
I did. Dude, I have so many thoughts going through my head right now. I mean, listen, first of all, we have to talk about this stuff now. It's in the news. It's in the zeitgeist. Second of all, I wasn't on that raid. I never said anything bad up until you fucking sued me, Rob. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'm in this foxhole now. Here's what I actually think. But I don't know what I don't know what I was thinking about in that moment. I was just like, I'm flummoxed. I have no words for this.
All right, keep going.
To do this.
No, all right, but I'm going in the legal system. So there's going to be a jury trial unless these two guys settle. I don't know. Maybe you would settle with them. I don't know. But there's going to be a jury, and they're going to say, no, this is all bull. And, these guys attacked them, and they were malicious in doing it, and it's a defamatory system. So they got to pay Robert O'Neill this much money, which they're not going to be able to pay. So and correct me if I'm wrong, this just looks like you want a righteous action against what you believe is very wrong. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, that's very correct, Mr. O'Reilly, and it will also be a stand for the vet on vet. Hey, this is not. I am the first veteran they've.
That right there. Oh man, he's going to call Bill O'Reilly and say you need to remove that because you can remove the video, but no, what he just said there was you are doing this as a righteous act
Bill's trying to make it sound like he's doing it for the right reason.
But it
In the
doesn't
right
matter.
reason.
You cannot sue someone for defamation because you are doing something righteous.
Correct.
That is not the definition
No.
Yeah,
of defamation.
no.
Defamation is a
You-
false statement that harms another's reputation and is communicated to a third party. It includes both libel, written, or published defamation, slander. To be considered defamation, this false statement must be presented as fact and cause injury to the other person's character. You guys have repeatedly talked about what other people have told you
We
and his own people.
yes. And so without going into details about the case, there's just like the biggest things to take away is he said, Rob O'Neill said in there, they are getting their information from other people that were there. Okay, so he said that just now.
The quote.
They are getting that's quoted. They
Yeah,
are getting their
You had that
information.
downloaded, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I've got
okay,
it.
okay.
They are getting their information from other people who were
That
there.
sounds pretty, which you guys would believe to be factual. If you called me and said I was here and I told this is what happened, and you that's what the news does.
Yeah.
The news gets information from somebody who was there and then publishes it.
So there's that one. The biggest number 2 thing is that he is suing to shut up Brent Tucker, Tyler River, and Jimmy Arnett. That's what he's doing. He is suing them when
No.
Yeah, no. That's what, but those are the 2 things to take away.
So in his
defamation.
own words, on a nationally broadcasted thing, he said, "You guys are telling the story of what other people told you."
that were there.
In the after action report that they all lied on.
Yeah.
Dude, allegedly lied. According to one person, it was untrue.
And he's a very, I'll say this, because his podcast, and I can't say it was him, it was his podcast. They came, I never said a word about the guy. And one of my, I got demoted over an arrest where Corey Smith was one of the people involved. Very debatable. Carl Anderson did a 3.5-hour documentary where he covers in detail body camera and everything else. I just basically said, I went on his page when he reported that the podcast was dead. And I said, don't believe this. This is a lie. It's not dead. And his podcast responded to me, are you going to talk about Corey Smith? Like, that's the type of people, this is them.
that's
Yeah, I have already talked about it, but because somebody fed him that IA,
Yeah.
that was the nasty comeback to me when all I said was, I knew the podcast wasn't going anywhere because I was coming on.
Yeah.
So that was my response. But and talk about hate, veteran hate and all that. I'm a vet. I'm a police officer. And his first response was, let's attack him over a critical incident where he was demoted regardless.
Wrongfully.
And his first response to me was that. Then he deleted it and then claimed Rob O'Neill doesn't know who I am.
So this is one of the major logical fallacies. This is what's called an ad hominem attack.
Thanks.
Okay.
That's the word of the day.
That's the word
An
of the day,
Hominid
people.
attack.
Ad hominem. And
Ad
what it
hominem.
basically means
Yeah.
is I'm saying you suck. So therefore, don't listen to what this person is saying because you have skeletons in your closet too. That's not addressing the facts. That's addressing the messenger.
Mhm.
That's an ad hominem attack. It doesn't work. It doesn't fly in a courtroom. It doesn't fly anywhere.
Yeah, because you're not staying on the
Bill-
subject at hand.
Bill
Yeah.
O'Reilly just said you're suing these guys to shut them up. Not
Yeah.
money. It's not about the 20. Like you literally, that's what he said.
Yeah.
This is like the way he said it was like, this is like instead of going in the comments saying, fuck you, I'll just make it even worse. I'll sue you because you made me feel icky. And Bill O'Reilly said in his own words, that's what he said. So you're not going after these guys because there's no money. You're just, and he was like, yeah, I guess. Look, man, I don't know. He blocked you guys. He wouldn't interact. He could have come on and said, hey, you
No,
guys are full of
no
shit.
cease and desist. No,
Well,
hey,
you're
you guys
not-
are wrong.
Well, you guys are repeating.
so
You guys, in his own words, you're repeating what
And
other
you-
people
and
told you.
And you brought up the fact that Andy Stump
Yeah.
brought up. I took Andy Stump saying this years before we did on a couch with Mike Glover and Evan from Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Evan Hafner,
Hafner,
whatever.
is it Hafer?
Hafer. There
Yeah,
it is.
Evan Hafer. And verbatim, he says, there is a narrative that's out there that has conflicting stories from what the public understands. That he said that, I cropped that and put that out there kind of like as a preview for our episode. So it was stated before us. We stated that because of that. And then Andy Stump came on and said the same thing on Friday.
Yeah,
Again, years later, he
that's
said the same thing.
that's- first of all, he made it sound like we've continued on this narrative for years. the reality is that we, the three of us in this room, have only reacted to his jackassery.
I don't even really know the guy.
I don't know him.
I
and
don't know anything
but
about him other than
we
the
haven't
tweet.
said that stuff came out in 2023.
Yeah.
That's old, and we were done.